Welcome to the BMCC production of Xavier Galva's Carte Blanche, or For the Love of God, made possible by a generous contribution from the wonderful Ms. Elizabeth Butson. Episode 4, Something Bout Mariam. All I'm going to say is, there's two sides to every story. Remember that. The next time you hear a story, you should ask yourself, is this story complete? Did you hear both sides? They say history is written by its victors. They should also say history is written by men. And men are men. And I don't think anybody needs me, a man, to mansplain the history of men today. And that's all I'm going to say.
What else? Junk mail. Bill. Bill? Who the fuck Bill me? Netflix. Fuck those guys. You want me to count to the account? No, what else you got? Prayers? Of course. Lots of prayers. We're from this time. Earth. What a surprise, we're on Earth. Afghanistan, Croatia, Panama, Lebanon, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, America, Peru. America? I love America. What's going on there? There was another mass shooting? Me! Why am I not surprised?
Pardon the interruption, my lord. Something terrible just happened.
I heard. Another mass shooting. But to be frank, I'm not getting mixed up in all that. I get why it's bad. Like I do. I really do. Children being slaughtered in an institution for learning is never a good thing. But just to play, that person whose name we should not mention in this household advocate, wouldn't it be worse if I took away the only thing from humans that made them human? Like if I took away their freedom of choice, would that make them happier? I don't think so. Actually, I know so, because I'm God. You know what makes humans happy? Free will. Especially human Americans. That's like their fucking brand, and I dig it. So if Americans want the right to bear arms, if their guns make them happier than their children being slaughtered in the school cafeteria, then I want them to be happy. And not to mention, and I'm going to sound petty for this, but I promise you, I'm not trying to be petty. Mass majorities of schools across the nation has banned me from their buildings. So what am I supposed to do? Like, do you want me there or do you not? Make up your fucking mind, America.
My lord, if I may...
Go ahead.
I've come to report something far more egregious than that. In fact, I wish it was a mass shooting that I came in here to tell you about. Personally, I don't give a fuck about those children. They're just children. I'm shocked that kind of stuff even still makes the news. But that's just my personal opinion.
What is it you came here to say?
My lord, I hate to be the bearer of such horror news. In fact, I only wish to ever give you good news. You are my light, my lord.
Enough! Enough! I have a fucking migraine the size of Texas. Spit it out!
It's Mary, my lord.
Who? Mary, the mother of your son, my lord.
That's the one, Brother Gabriel.
Something about Mary?
She's
What?
tweeted something.
What did you tweet? Oh, fuck.
What?
My lord, you just been me too'd.
Thank you for taking this meeting so soon. Can we offer you a beverage, perhaps some coffee or a cocktail?
A glass of water would be great, thank you.
Gabriel, fetch Olivia a glass of water.
Right away, my lord. Olivia, would you care for some sparkling, still, or holy water?
Tap is fine.
Ice?
Room temperature.
Right away.
Thank you.
Gabriel tells me that you're the very best at what you do. From what I hear, your reputation precedes you.
Olivia can make anything go away.
Can you make anything go away?
That depends.
Depends on what?
If I want to take you on as a client.
What would it take? Money? We have money.
My intuition. I need to know that I can trust you. That I can look into your eyes and know that you're telling me the truth. In order for me to work on your case, I need to fully be able to get behind your side of the story. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Let's get down to brass tacks. What happened on that very night?
I'm sorry. I assumed you was briefed by one of my angels.
I don't want to hear it from them. I want to hear it from you. Tell me what you remember. Beat by beat, moment to moment.
That was so long ago. I mean, nothing happened. I mean, something happened, but nothing like that.
Nothing like what?
Can we take a break?
We've just begun.
I know, but I got a massive migraine.
You've got a hangover?
What?
Would you say that you have a drinking problem?
Excuse me? I don't understand how any of these random questions pertains to my case.
I agree. Let's stick to the case.
In this moment, I am the judge and the jury, the media and the public opinion. This is the moment where I decide who you are.
I don't have a drinking problem. I have what you call a drinking solution.
Good one, my lord.
Did you rape her?
Jesus!
Calling Jesus.
Google cancel call.
Dad? Hey, son, now's not a good time.
You called me,
I called you by mistake. It was a mistake.
just like I was a mistake.
No, son, why would you say that? You're not a mistake. You're the Messiah.
Is it true? Did you rape Mom?
No.
Then why have you forsaken me?
Hey, Jesus, this is Gabriel. Your dad's gonna have to call you back. We're in the middle of an important meeting here. Bye.
Did you?
Never.
Did you have sex with her?
Honestly, I wouldn't even call that sex.
But you impregnated her.
Yeah?
Was it consensual?
Yes, 1000%.
Do you have any proof that it was consensual?
Do I have any proof?
A contract? Some sort of written agreement?
Why would I need that?
Because if it ever came down to her word against yours, we'll need proof of what happened. Because even though I may believe you, others won't.
I don't have any of that. Unless you want to count the Bible.
Were any of the people who wrote the Bible there?
No.
Then no.
What about Gabriel?
Me?
Gabriel was there?
No, but he was my wingman. He set the whole thing up. He basically got consent for me. Right, Gabriel?
Right. Yeah.
Gabriel put in a word for me before I met her. I remember. We were sitting at the pub when we saw Mary walking by. And I was like, that's the one, Brother Gabriel. And I was like, do me a favor, go over there and talk to her for me. And like a good wingman, he did. He followed her to her crib. He told her what was up, and she was like, I bet.
Is this true, Gabriel?
Not on those words exactly, but yes, I do remember meeting with Mary. She was beautiful. We spoke a lot, things sort of that nature. I'm sure of it.
Things of that nature? You're sure of it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound so sure, Gabriel. I'm sorry, that's not enough for me. Even though there's a chance that you may be telling the truth, I can't take you on as my client. Not if you can't give me a leg to stand on.
Wait, it's all coming back to me. I remember now. I remember so clearly. Mary, she was wearing this beautiful traditional Lusuki hijab. She looked so pure. I came from the window and she was flabbergasted. She couldn't believe that she was chosen by God. She was like, how can this be? And I was like, because just this. And I told her that with the Holy Spirit shall come upon her. And that God will act in a mysterious way and that she'll be pregnant. And she said yes.
She said yes?
Yeah, she said yes.
Even though she was betrothed to be married?
I know, I didn't think she would say yes because it could have caused all sorts of problems. But then again, who's going to turn down God? I remember having to come back and there was already some time showing with her pregnancy. There was some rumors going around and I remember having to set her man up straight and let him know what was up.
Olivia, I've done a lot of things I'm not proud of. One thing about me, I can admit when I'm wrong. I know I took it too far when I told Abraham to sacrifice his firstborn for me. I'm not too proud of that moment. But rape? I couldn't. Please, Olivia, you gotta make this go away. If you don't, then they'll cancel me. And if they cancel me, then I'll vanish. Please don't let them turn me into nothing. I'm begging you.
Okay, I believe you. Let's get to work. What do we have on Mary?
Mary's illiterate. Says here she can't read or write.
Then find out who wrote that tweet.
I'm on it.
Mary was bought by a middle-aged man named Joseph when she was 12.
She was betrothed to a grown man as a child?
As soon as she hit puberty.
Gross.
Allegedly, Mary was pregnant before she married Joseph.
And apparently, people believe that the baby was illegitimate.
Could it be possible Mary was pregnant by another man?
If that was true, she would have been deemed worthless to Joseph. Even if it was a rumor, Joseph could have demanded her exiled or even stoned to death.
But Joseph didn't have Mary stoned.
But why?
I'm gonna go find out.
Hello, welcome to Joseph's Furniture Store, the only furniture store where everything is handmade. And fresh lemonade, complimentary of course for paying customers. Can I offer you a 3-legged chair? It's on sale, 50% off.
No, thank you.
Well, what can I do you for?
Are you Joseph?
That depends, are you the IRS?
No, I'm not anything. My name is Olivia. I was hoping to ask you a few questions about Mary.
What about Mary?
She's your wife?
Estranged wife. We haven't talked in years. She left me to be an independent woman.
I'm sorry. I mean, good for her, I guess, but sorry.
What do you want to know about my Mary?
What do you remember about the night that God chose Mary to be the one?
I'm sorry, we're closed.
Excuse me?
We're closed now, please leave.
Hold on, how could you be closed? It's the middle of the day.
Please leave.
Are you being threatened? Are you afraid to talk?
I'm not talking.
I'm not leaving.
What do you want?
Was she having an affair, Joseph? I know Mary was pregnant before she married you. Were you embarrassed? Is that why you went along with the Virgin Mary story? Was this all a cover-up to protect your manhood?
What do you know about my manhood?
Your...
Nothing. I said nothing. Forget I said anything.
Something happened to your...
The Romans, they did horrible things to my people. I don't want to talk about it.
We don't have to talk about that. We can talk about something else.
Just like everyone else. I didn't believe Mary was telling the truth. But I had faith because I felt sorry for her. Her father used to beat her mother profusely. I was afraid of what he would do to Mary if he found out she was having a child out of wedlock. I wanted to be a good man. I wanted to protect her. She was only 12, and she'd been through so much. She needed a good husband to protect her from her father. But then, that's when the rumors started to grow. People were calling me cuckoo, and that's when I started to lose my faith. And I got angry. And one night, I had enough of the shamefulness. I grabbed the largest stone I could find, carried it all the way to her bed, and raised it over her head while she slept with the baby Jesus inside of her womb. And just as I was about to stone her to death, an angel appears through the fucking window. I was struck. Because I'm a God-fearing man, but mainly because this angel put the sword against my throat and demands that I chill the fuck out. So I do. Tells me that God indeed did choose Mary for his miracle baby experiment. And then said if I didn't believe in the following, then he'll fucking come back and chop my head off. And I've been a believer ever since.
Hi, Mary. I'm Olivia.
My client would like you to refer to her by her traditional birth name, Mariam.
Mariam? Okay, got it. So, is Mary like a nickname?
Mary is what you get when the Europeans whitewash your culture.
Okay, Mariam. I've been doing this for a long time. The best way to do this is to cut straight to the chase. What do you want? What's your best outcome? Do you want money? My client is prepared to do $25 million in 3 installments.
What's this?
The gag order and confidentiality clause are standard. It means you stop cooperating as a witness, which would force the prosecution to drop the case. My client offers to throw in an extra $500,000 to an all-girl education charity of your choice if we leave with an agreement today.
$35 million, up front, 1 payment.
I can sell 30, no more.
Done.
No!
Mariam, we're not gonna get a better offer.
Shut up!
You're angry, Mary.
Mariam. My name is not Mary, it's Mariam.
Mariam. I understand. But the quickest way to put this behind you is to settle this now, or you'll be looking at years of appeals, years of unfinished anger.
How much would you take, Miss Olivia?
Excuse me?
How much would you take to be able to forget? To forget you being strangled? Had your hijab ripped off? Had some God pin you down while he forced the Holy Spirit so hard in your mouth you could taste your own blood? How much would you take to forget all that? To be able to think about having sex again with somebody else? To wake up every morning and not want to kill yourself when you realize it wasn't just a dream, it actually happened? How much does it take to forget all that? 20 million? 30 million? 50 million? How much would you be worth? How much?
I'm so sorry, Mariam. I'm sorry you had to endure that.
I was only a child.
I know. What can we give you that would make this all go away?
I want to see God. I want 1 meeting with him, face to face, alone.
Mariam, I can't do that.
Well, then I'll continue to speak my truth until God is canceled, until there is no more religion.
But that's not your truth, Mariam.
Excuse me?
It wasn't my client that forced himself on you. He's too much of a drunk. But maybe it was the Romans? Or maybe it was your father. Oh, it was your father, wasn't it? Joseph covered for you to protect you. Or maybe it was because he was threatened by your father, given that your father had already gambled away the money that Joseph gave him to buy
You're
you.
lying.
Am I? What are people more likely to believe? That a virgin gave birth to a child without a man? Or that a desperate girl seduced my sad, drunken client for money and power and legacy?
Olivia, get your ass up here. It's a celebration. We're about to do shots over Michael's belly button.
Yeah, body shots. Woo!
He got an NA. What you do that for?
You're lucky I don't do worse.
What'd I do wrong?
You lied to me.
When did I lie?
She was just a child.
So?
A child cannot give legal consent.
Things were a lot different back then.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a fucking pedophile, and I'm gonna make sure the whole world fucking knows it. consider yourself canceled.
Thank you for watching this episode of Xavier Galva's Carte Blanche, or For the Love of God. We hope you'll tune in next time. And again, thank you to Elizabeth Butson for making this possible. See you next time. Hi, I'm Rigo Vindiola, the star of Carte Blanche, or For the Love of God. I'm just kidding, I'm not the star of anything. But if you click the button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, they might make me the star of the next show. It's worth a shot. And if you really, really like the show, then click the link in the description to see how you can study theater at BMCC. And maybe you'll be a part of our next production. Tell them Rigo sent you. Did I lay it on too thick? I think I laid it on too thick.